So the company I work for was called BrightKey. And we started out in 1988 as a small business. Rita Counts here started in her kitchen, stuffing envelopes. Sorry if I'm in your way here. Stuffing envelopes and doing outbound mail processing. And over time, that business grew, mostly because of her effective marketing, and she was very aggressive in the marketing. She was out there talking to customers, networking, but also in the fact that we were able to anticipate what our clients needed through those discussions. The journey began where she started out in that mail processing role, and then her clients would come to her and say, well, I've just got all these packages to ship and this inventory to store, and we're growing, and I'm doing this out of a small office in DC, and the real estate's really expensive. I don't know what to do. So Rita said, well, guess what? I have a warehouse. Why don't I store your packages and we can send them out? So they started doing it using an Excel spreadsheet, which, we all kind of started doing that stuff, and then we realized there's ways to automate. So then she got an inventory management system. And next thing you knew, the customers were saying, well, I'll have to call you back right now because I've got another customer on hold and four in the queue. And she said, well, I can answer your phones. So next thing you know, we had a phone system. And we started answering phone calls. And since we've grown from 1 or 2 call center seats to over 120 call center seats, and we're busting at the seams. So it's huge how this growth has taken place. And then we got into the on-site services. And clients would come to her and say, well, we're going to a convention, we're selling our products. I don't have anybody to man that booth because I need to be talking to the constituents, the stakeholders. She said, well, we can do that. We can send one of our personnel who runs your contract to actually do the on-site booth. And that's how we got into on-site services. So what I talked about requires a lot of technology, right? I've already talked to a couple of people here. This young lady is in technology. A lot of you, I bet, have a good, solid technology background. How expensive is technology? Like, really? A lot? Very expensive, right? It can be. If you're starting a business, don't let that stop you, because what you can do with technology is you can actually put it on a lease, a 5-10-year lease program. We do that with technology, we do it with vehicles, we do it with any of those large capital expenditures that we need to grow our business. And what's great about it is you get tax benefits, you can deduct some of the expenses associated with that lease, and then at the end of that lease, you get the opportunity to either keep the equipment if it's still in great shape, or you can actually turn it in and then upgrade. Very similar to like leasing a car. And in fact, we just now, I've been with the company 18 years, went through our 3rd technology upgrade in the phone system. So we're all learning new things and trying to have to get a little bit more comfortable with the new technology too. Barcoding and labeling and racking and pallet jacks, all that stuff has changed throughout the years, and we've had to actually upgrade that as well. And the lease program is the way to do that system. And one thing that we found over time is we built our systems, and that was taking a lot of time and a lot of labor. As we grew and grew and grew, we were, needing more technology, we're needing additional programming staff. So what we ended up doing was strategically placing ourselves to work in our clients' systems. So one of the largest areas that we work in the call center area is we manage contracts for nonprofits. So a lot of the nonprofits in this area select our company to manage their calls, their publications, subscriptions, and membership programs. And they have already made a huge investment in the technology. And what has set us aside as a competitor is we are allowed to actually access their system remotely using our personnel. So we do training with our personnel, we utilize their system, it gives them a central location for all their data. So if this gentleman is a member and I'm a customer service representative, when you call in, you actually receive me at BrightKey, and we actually then enter the order into your system, into the system for the association, so they know what you called, when you ordered the publication, what membership level you have, and when you're attending a conference, all in one place. They're not accessing my separate database and then that association database. It's in one location. So for marketing and for assisting your needs, it really helps them a lot. So that has proven to be a huge, huge thing, which is on-site managed services, and that's the area for the last decade that I've been involved with in growing. When I started it, we had 2 people on site. Now we have 300. Okay, and that is not just due all to me. It's due to my fabulous engineers, my fabulous team, of many prior military individuals who really got in the trenches and really made it happen. But it was spinning this up and leveraging the experience that we had that got us there. Now we handle not only the in-house call center services, outbound mail processing, membership processing, a lot of customer relationship management data, to mailroom management, copy center services, digital copy printing. We actually also do mail screening, which I'm going to talk to you about too, because I imagine a few of you in here have some skills that will cross over into that area. We do a lot of on-site logistics. We manage companies from the Department of Justice to the Pentagon to the Department of the Army. We also this year landed Hershey chocolate, so that was a sweet deal. We also work with Alliant Energy and a lot of other companies throughout the country. And we have expanded now from just being in this area to being all the way out in Arizona, up in Wisconsin, and as far south as Florida. As a result of what happened in 2001 with the anthrax attacks, a whole new business unit came about, which was mail screening. And my boss, who headed up another company at the time, was very innovative and said, you know, we need to screen this mail for the government. And they put in a solution for the House of Representatives that is still in operation today. As such, then, he came on board with us a few years later, and we started this division. We now have these negative pressure units, which actually screen the mail in a safe environment for CDRNE, and I know that all of you in here know what that means. So it's chemical all the way up to explosives, and it includes biological radiation as well as your TICs, TIMs, and CWAs, your toxic industrial chemicals, materials, and chemical warfare agents. So we test all the mail for several agencies as well as some commercial entities, and it's all done in real time. It's 1, 2, 3, within 15 minutes it's done. Now, does anybody here have any experience in any of that kind of stuff, IEDs or anything like that? No? I'm sorry?
Blowing them up count?
Yes, that counts. That counts, yeah. We try to catch them before that happens, but yes, that counts, yes. But there's a lot that you guys have done that really will cross over into logistics, material management, fleet management, any of those types of things, munitions, IEDs, any kind of combat will apply to this type of a solution. So when you're thinking about jobs or thinking about starting a position or a company, leverage those capabilities that you have and leverage that experience that you have, because that all does feed into this. And you all have my card, so if you're interested in any more information, please call me. I will be more than happy to talk with you about it. In addition, we had to develop some real innovative stuff. So now we have a mobile unit where it houses the same type of technology, and there's mentor-protege programs. BrightKey provides mentor-protege services for another small woman-owned SUV VOB company, and we've partnered with them, especially if you're going after specific government contracts, if you get to that level. If you actually tell them that you have a mentor-protege program in place with your partner company, it does give you extra points in the evaluation of some RFPs. So I highly recommend those programs to you. Online tools for looking for opportunities, GovWin, ePipeline, many of the major Fortune 1000s, they actually have supplier diversity departments. If you're starting a business and you're in an IT business, this lady here is thinking about IT. If you start your own business, go out to those big companies. Go out to them and ask them if they have diversity programs for veterans, for women. Now, if you're going to network, you have to have business cards. So you leave your position, you transition out, you're looking for a job. Do you technically have a business card? No. Yes, you have a business card. The reason is Vistaprint, I think, will print, I think it's $250 almost for free. Get yourself a personal business card. And it just has your name on it, maybe show some of your, some 3 or 4 words that maybe describe yourself, your cell phone number, if you have a Facebook page that's, you know, that you want people to look at, your LinkedIn page, and your email address. Put it on there, so when you go to an event, you can say, here's my card.